beautiful friends. This is Amanda from Ellery's Embers, and I wanted to welcome you back to another video. Thank you guys so much for being here. As usual, let's start out with a little blessing for each one of you watching. I just want you all to know that I sincerely appreciate you, and I appreciate you being here, and not just being here on YouTube, but being here on the planet. So have incense just like always. I want to send a special blessing from me to you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this channel. Thank you for all your support and love. And I wish you just a most beautiful season that's going to come into your life. Okay? Thank you guys so much. Let's get started. So let's see. I have been thinking about what to talk about today, as usual. And I have been getting that we should talk about spring renewal. I know in my part of the world where I'm at, it's just about to be spring, and I'm feeling definitely anxious for that to happen because where we live, the trees are all bare and for the most part, except for our pine trees. But I'm always just really excited to see the green come back and to have like new moisture in the air, like the spring rains, and that always just feels so good. So I got to thinking about I could feel that season just like right around the corner, and how winter is starting to move on through and finish out, and spring is coming in again. And so I pulled a card this morning and thinking about what to come talk with you guys about and what would be helpful. And this is one of the cards I got. It's called Journey by Moonlight. And I will post all of the decks that I'm using in the description if anybody's curious. But I thought this card was so cool. Journey by Moonlight, Believe in Magic, when we're talking about spring renewal. So we're talking about the earth coming back to life, the season changing, allowing that change to happen. And I couldn't help but think about what things in me need to change and come back to life. What things am I letting go of that should just move on by, like they were necessary for a time, just like the winter was. And now it's time for spring and that renewal to bring new life into whatever things that I'm working on. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. Maybe that you'll find that helpful. Maybe there's something in your life that it's on its way out. Maybe that's a job or a belief system or a friendship, even a serious relationship. Maybe there's something that's on its way out and it's ending. And I guess I just want to encourage you too right now that if you're in that spot where you have anything that is ending for you, or you feel like it's on the very last bit, just be encouraged to know that there is a new spring renewal for you ahead. You're not alone. You're not finished. You're not over. I know I was very tempted to think in some of my initial heartbreak stages of life that, okay, that's over. This is it. I'm done, and I just want to encourage you guys that that is just absolutely not true. If something is ending for you in life, I realize fully how painful that can be to have the release of that ending, but just embrace the concept wherever you are in the world and wherever you are in your life, that spring always does come again, and you always do have that season of renewal that's coming back for you. So the very next card that I pulled, I thought this was so cool also as well. It was Aspen Spirit of Courage. That's this. And I don't know how much you guys know about aspen trees, but in Celtic tradition, the aspen tree is a symbol of courage and fearlessness. So I thought that that was so cool as the next card coming out for this video and for you guys, what the energies that I'm wanting to share and convey, because maybe you don't know what you're facing next. I think that can be something about spring. It's new, and It's a new season, it's new life, it's new renewal. And sometimes with new, I know, especially for me, sometimes when I have something new, it's uncomfortable. It's a new YouTube channel, or a new house, or a new necklace design, or a new friendship, or a new train of thought, or just a new way of being that can bring with it this little bit of fear where it's like, oh, but it's not the usual. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to act or how to react. And like we were just talking a few minutes before, if you are facing the ending of something going out of your life and something new coming in, it can definitely be scary. So take this as an omen and a sign if you're looking for a sign that the Aspen spirit is here to support you and give you all the courage that you need. And also to know another thing about Aspen is that you're not alone. You will hardly ever, I live in Colorado, and you'll hardly ever just see one aspen tree. They grow in groves, and those groves are interconnected with all the other trees. And so that's something that can be scary for me too, is allowing myself to be interconnected with my community. Because I have these fear-based thoughts, and maybe you have stuff like this too, where it's like, oh, I can't reach out. I don't want to tell anybody I have problems. I don't want anybody to see me like as I am, because they'll judge me or they'll think I'm not good enough because I already think I'm not good enough. And you have that kind of ego stuff that goes on. I mean, I know I have it, so I'm wanting to relate with you guys if you guys have that. But just know that you are loved and you are seen, and when you get in the right community around other people that are like-minded thinkers like you will have the support that you need. And I just also want to say that I am one of those people. If um, you need support in anything, um, any of these metaphysical things or spiritual things, I'm definitely your person, because I've been in that spot where I've gotten told, oh, you're crazy, or oh, you're stupid, or you don't know what you're talking about, or you just feel too much, you're too sensitive. And um, I can definitely empathize and relate with you if you have had wounding like that in your life. And none of those things are true. None of those things are true. And you will come to realize that about yourself the more that you learn to love and accept yourself and embrace your gifts and learn about who you are. And so the next two cards that I pulled for you guys in relation to this springtime renewal kind of talk that we're having is the blue kyanite and honeysuckle. And this one is out of my Earth Alchemy Oracle that combines crystals and plants into cards. Very cool. Um, and blue kyanite and honeysuckle is also talking about sword of truth, where there's these concepts of freedom and light warrior and don't hold yourself back. So we have that going on with kyanite, where kyanite is going to be throat chakra, where throat chakra is all the things that you have to express to the world. It's your soul purpose and the way you speak and your truth and what you came here to bring, and to receive. And so you can use any blue crystals are really good for this. All blue crystals are in that frequency of blue where it's opening up throat chakra and supporting you in expressing your purpose and expressing your truth. So don't be afraid to do that this spring and this time of newness. Don't be afraid to express who you are. Don't be afraid to be authentically yourself. I know I have a couple videos on self authenticity and how to embrace that, so go check those out. But yeah, that's the first card. And then the second card I pulled from that crystal, I felt like there was two, so I pulled two from my crystal and plant deck. Um, is Sanctuary of Light and Mugwort. And this is a portal card, um, where it's talking about healing. And there we again have that just like in Journey to Moonlight, the very first card that we talked about, we have um, a thinness of between the realms where you can enter the magical realm easily. And this is a really good time for you to come into connection with your magic and your truth and your soul self. Um, so I thought that was really awesome too, Sanctuary of Light and Mugwort, where we have kind of this greeting, and you're making this transition from, again, that old season or that old way of being or thinking or feeling into something new, which is a little bit like, okay, a little scary, sometimes we have that transition because just like in the card where we have this portal, when you step through that portal, or even when you're about to step through the portal, you don't know where that's going. You're not sure where that's leading you. And so we're back to Aspen there, Aspen Spirit tying in with courage and your community of like minded people to help support you in taking those next steps. So very cool. I felt like that was a very well rounded bit of oracle cards to help guide us for the spring renewal. And I did want to pull one from my animal deck, a spirit animal deck, and amazingly got Black Jaguar, Old Soul. Um, and so this card is also beautiful. I've actually specifically worked with Black Jaguar as a spirit animal, and found that Jaguar always comes to me when I am on that edge, on that precipice of what do I do next? I'm a little nervous. I got to take this new step. I gotta, and it's always it seems to be in connection to when I'm taking a new step into something about myself. I'm learning something new about myself. I'm trying something new, and I need a new kind of support from my soul, from my universe self, and it is really really cool. So Black Jaguar, Old Soul, is just an excellent spirit to call on to assist you with being brave, realizing who you are outside of that ego identity, and really just connecting deeply with your full self to receive the support that you need. I wanted to also spend a quick minute to give you guys some tips about connecting with elemental spirits, like water. I think water is an excellent thing to connect with at any time, but especially now, for spring and for renewal. And even if it's winter in your part of the world right now, when you're watching this, that's okay. I think any of this can still go. Um, but elemental connection with water, how can you do that in practical ways? One thing I like to do when I get in the shower is I will just kind of let the water fall on my face, and I ask if there's any messages that water might have for me. And you might have those messages come to you in different ways. You might hear that message. You might see that message. You might feel it. You might know it. Um, and none of those ways are wrong. None of those ways are bad. But it does take quieting yourself and being in kind of a spot of receiving to be like, okay, water, what do you have for me? So that's one way you can connect with water. Another way is actually going to a body of water. You could go to the ocean, you can go to a river, you can go to a lake, even a pond, and just be there. Reconnect with the nature around you, reconnect with your area. If you have the opportunity, you can connect with a new area, but it never hurts to connect with the spirits in your area, the helping spirits, and you can always make that caveat. I only want light and love spirits that are helpful to me only. In your power, you have the right to do that. Um, but yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. Thank you guys so much for your patience. Um, I think another another thing that might be important to mention in this is that you need to trust yourself. If you know when you're making a step into something new, when we're stepping into a new season or a new time, trust yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Don't question yourself. And if you do, that's okay. But also back it up with, hey, I am my own expert. I know what I'm doing. I know what I need. I know what I want. It's okay. I'm going to allow myself to try this new thing or to step into this new season. Um, so just trust yourself. Trust yourself. Lean into your own judgment. Um, trust your soul. Trust your soul. And the more you start listening, the more your soul's going to start communicating with you in all different ways. And it absolutely is a magical journey when you can start to connect with yourself and your intuition in that way. And on that note, if anybody needs any help with that, I do offer mentorship sessions through my website, elresembers.com. I'm always happy to have new clients, whether it is for a 30-minute session or 2 or 3 months of sessions or something ongoing. I'm always happy to answer a quick question or talk with you and help you work through something specific that you're working on. Yeah, so I just wanted to also point that out that I do have that available. Okay, so guys, I just want to thank you again for being here today. To sum everything up that we talked about, embrace the magic around you, accept the new season of renewal that you're in. Um, Unite with nature if that's something that's possible for you in your part of the world and it is actually spring. um, Unite with nature on whatever season it is. If it's spring, bring that sense of newness. um, Remember to reach out to the community around you of like-minded people. If you can't find that community, start with me. I'm more than happy to help you where you're at. um, Remember that you're an old soul. If you are, call on Jaguar to help you with those transitions. Step through the portal. Step through that portal, even if it's scary. Take the first step. Um, do what you know you're supposed to do in your heart, even if it seems silly or it seems too expensive or it seems not, whatever. Push out ego, open up to soul, do what you're supposed to do, and see how the universe supports you in that. Watch how you'll be supported. Let's see, what else? Is there anything else? Express your purpose through your throat chakra. Remember that blue crystals can support you with that. Um, if you need a specific talisman or necklace to wear, I also make necklaces and talismans that are specific to you. So you can always message me on my website about a custom order if there's something that you feel would be beneficial there as well. But yeah, I think that that's all I have for today. I thank you guys. I know it was maybe a little bit jump some topics, but I just wanted to listen to Spirit today and give you what I felt like you guys need and what I feel like I could be helpful with. So I wish you a beautiful springtime, whether it's actually springtime or not in your part of the world. And I know that you can do this. I know whatever it is that you're facing, whatever chains you've got, whatever season of renewal and newness, be brave and trust yourself. And I know you can do this. I believe in you. Okay, guys? Have a great week, and I will be back next time. Bye.